Greetings, fellow Clashers. My name is Nick Lovin of Reddit Zero, and I will be your host for this week's edition of Top 5 Replays of the Week. This week we are featuring the best offense replays from the Reddit Champs event this past month. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Starting off our countdown at number 5, we have 1 yard stare of Reddit Dawn, who is using a go wipe strategy up in Masters 2. He's going to be pushing his way in through the east side of the base and try to push his way right into the center so that he can get the town hall. But what we're going to see is that he's not going to quite reach the town hall, and all of his troops are going to go around the south and into the west side of the base. Now, while the chaos ensues, allow me to take this moment to point out that this is the first ever commentary I've done for any video, as well as it is an unscripted commentary. Everything you hear is straight off the top of my head. And I'm going to be doing my best not to give everyone a play-by-play of exactly what's happening on the screen. I'm just going to be pointing out what is necessary for each raid. Skipping ahead a few seconds, we see that there's one witch left sniping the town hall, giving yards there just enough to get the 2-star victory. Coming in at number 4, we have myself, Nick Lovin of Reddit Zero, doing the classic Balloonian strategy on a base that I'm going to refer as the island base, as it has the general wall island in the center of the base. The problem here is when I set my rage spell down, my balloons don't do what I want them to do and end up circling the base. So in a desperate attempt, I send in the rest of my minions to try and attack the town hall, but it is to no avail, even after dropping all of my spells. Upon analyzing the situation, I take this last-ditch effort to put a lightning spell on the Inferno Tower and Builder Hut, and then we're going to skip ahead about a minute where I drop my Archer Queen and Clan Castle in a final-ditch effort to snipe the Town Hall. The last of my Clan Castle minions die, and my queen takes some heavy fire from both crossbows, but just barely manages to snipe off the town hall just before dying herself and ending the raid with a 2-star victory. Coming in the countdown at number 3, we have Road88 from Reddit Dusk, doing a different method of the Balloonian strategy to aim for 50% on the base. As you may notice, this raid is extremely sped up at about 3 or 4 times speed. This raid came down to the wire at the full 3 minutes and literally came down to a final last second snipe to get the 50%. The tactic here is to take out each of the defensive buildings while leaving minions to snipe everything that is no longer in range of defenses. The problem he has is that all the defenses are just barely taking out his balloons before he can deal with them. He's constantly circling the base with all of his minions and balloons, but he's running out of time, percent, and troops. At the last second, 49%, he drops both of his heroes and just barely snipes the last King Altar with the Queen. Coming in the countdown at number 2, we have Valar's XOO of Reddit Dawn. He takes an interesting approach by dropping several wall breakers to remove any bombs around the entrance of the base, then drops his 3 golems and begins a go wipe attack. When all hope for a 2-star seems lost, the Queen unexpectedly turns around and starts attacking the Clan Castle, then makes a jump over the walls with the jump spell, and manages to snipe the Town Hall. Then looking up top, we see the last of his P.E.K.K.A.s just barely sniping the last wizard tower to get the 2-star victory. And as you will notice, Valars goes from Master 1 to Champions League, being the only champion we had in Reddit Champs. Coming in at number 1, we have Prox Idol of Reddit Zulu, also doing another 50% Balloonian attack strategy. What's really notable about his attack here is that he's up at Masters 1 as a Town Hall 9 using balloons. Here you're going to watch as he demonstrates the difficulty and precision involved with a Balloonian strategy up this high. Every single balloon must take out the defense it's aiming for, and every rage spell must be placed perfectly. Not a single thing can go wrong up here. Do forgive me when I was recording this because it was sometimes hard to actually follow the attack as he was attacking from multiple sides at the same time just to fit within the time frame he was given. In a final-ditch effort to race against the Clan Castle troops and the time, he puts down both of his heroes at the bottom to try and snipe the last of the buildings, as well as a few minions on the left side to snipe the last army king. And while it comes right down to the wire, he just barely makes 50% to take one last victory while in Masters 1. And for this week, we actually have a bonus raid as well from Nafio, I hope that's how it's pronounced, of Reddit Troopers, who did, as he called it, the Ring of Death with balloons. Now let me take a moment to thank all those who were in Reddit Champs and allowed me to record each of their replays for this video as well as future videos. I will also point out that there will be a link in the description below to this post on the subreddit explaining how to submit videos to me or Alzar to be put into each of these top 5 replays that will be done each week. I will also mention that what we are going to be doing is doing offense replays one week and defense replays the next week. And we will be doing large subreddit posts every week when we are taking the most submissions, if we are low on submissions. Now I will take this time to thank you all for watching this video, and remember to tune in next week for top 5 defense replays of the week.